Hello, and welcome to the Easy as IEP training series. This is session 1, an introduction. My name is Catalina Uribe, and I'm a clinical support administrator at the UM-NSU Center for Autism. On today's agenda, first, I'll be explaining what the training series is, defining the target audience, setting participation expectations, and then I'll describe the session format as well as session content. This particular training series, Easy as IEP, will have 10 sessions. During this time, I will define important vocabulary in an easy to understand way. My goal is to really break down each component of the IEP, the Individualized Education Plan, and some of the process. In each session, I will also explain the function of the components and discuss best practices in writing, reading, and understanding those parts. The overall goal for the training series is to empower you into, first, understanding what an IEP entails. Second, to increase your comfort with advocacy during IEP meetings as well as throughout the school year. And third, and to me this is the most important goal, is for you to be able to follow along at home. So traditionally, your child is only in school for part of the day. And I encourage you to learn this material so that you can provide continuity of care at home during non-school hours, which might include weekends, spring break, and winter break, as well as summer vacation if your child does not receive extended school year services. This is particularly important right now at the time of this filming, as we are all in our coronavirus quarantine. And I would like you to please note that this training series will not cover TIEPs, which are transition individualized education plans, but I will offer some resources that you can access in order to help you with that. So our target audience, really, I would encourage anyone who works with or interacts on an academic level with a child who has an IEP to watch this training. Parents, you play the most important role in your child's life. You are their primary advocate and decision maker. Caregivers, this can range from grandparents to siblings and even babysitters. Anyone that may help with homework or really just take care of and interacts with the child often. Therapists, although most are already familiar with IEPs, there's nothing wrong with learning more. And of course, paraprofessionals. I don't believe that paraprofessionals receive much direct training on this topic specifically, but they are often a large portion of the data collection in the classroom. So this training would definitely be helpful in them understanding the process a little bit more as well. And finally, teachers. Whether experienced or a novice in the field, it's always important to look outside the way you may have been taught and improve your craft. So really, if you think that this applies to anybody that you might know, feel free to share these videos with them so that they can learn as well. In terms of participation, the sessions will be recorded. To protect privacy of the live participants, I would encourage participants to save questions until the end, until I stop recording. Alternatively, they have the option of emailing any questions beforehand so I can make sure to address them during the next live session. I also highly encourage everyone to attend each session, as each will be important in gaining a full understanding of the IEP. However, if you're not able to attend, you can catch us recorded on YouTube, as you are right now. Finally, depending on the requests I might receive for individualized support, I may set aside a monthly block of time where I can meet individually with you by Zoom or phone call to discuss any specific questions and concerns that you may have about your child's IEP. Session format. In each session, I will first provide a brief introduction to the topic I will be covering. Next, I will provide a review of any vocabulary and acronyms that you'll need to know to best understand that topic. When I present the actual content, I will also be providing examples that will hopefully further your understanding of what I meant. As I mentioned previously, my goal, especially for the live participants, is to have you actively work on understanding your child's IEP. These action items will require you to examine such document to which you have access on EdPlan in Broward County. If you need assistance with accessing it, please let me know. Finally, at the end of each session, I'll be including a list of resources that will be beneficial for you to read through or to bring to meetings. And finally, we have our session content. So as I mentioned in the beginning, this is session 1, or just an introduction to the series. The next session will be vocabulary and acronyms. The third session is parts of an IEP. And then we get into the 4 domains and the PLP, which is the present level of performance. The 5th session will be annual goals. The 6th will be all about objectives. The 7th will be accommodations. The 8th will be related services. Then the 9th will be preparing for an IEP meeting. And finally, the 10th session will be your rights during the IEP meeting. Here's our information at the UM-NSU Center for Autism. If you need more information for anything, please don't hesitate to contact these numbers. In Broward, the number is 954-262-7111. And in Miami-Dade and Monroe, you will call 305-284-6563. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you at the next sessions.